One, two. Hello. One, two, three, four, five, six.
Testing one, two. I done one. I don't hear when I beat it up. Check.
Holy, holy. All right, good morning again, everyone. We really thank you for sticking and staying. And certainly, we will be commencing at this time. So let me remove this. Good. We will be commencing at this time. At this time, we want to welcome you. I'm Denise Henry, the Faculty Administrator for the Faculty of Engineering and Computing, where the School of Computing and Information Technology resides. And I just want to take the time out to extend a warm welcome to you, each and every one of you who are here, those who are under the sounding of my voice in virtual space. We want to extend a warm welcome to you. Certainly, you have started an academic journey, and it is going to be one filled with a myriad of experiences, yes? And exciting experiences, I do hope. And we can't forget that some of these experiences are going to be challenging, all right? But if you have been brought to a process, then certainly you will come through the process, right? So at this time, I'm going to be inviting the presence of the Lord in our midst and ask for his direction and his guidance. Most righteous and eternal Father, we want to thank you. We thank you for your loving kindness and tender mercies. We thank you that you remain God. We thank you for today, a day we had never ever seen before, and certainly at its close we'll never see it again. We thank you that wherever we are, there is uncommon favor, and uncommon favor will find us. We thank you that you were able to bless these our new students with the opportunity, mighty God, to start their higher education academic journey. And certainly we are confident that if you have brought them to the process, you will take them through the process. And so, Lord, I pray that provisions will be made for them. I pray that their mental health will be okay and operate optimally so that they can manage the undue pressure that awaits them, because certainly, Lord, we do not prepare microwave students. We prepare fully cooked students. And so, God, we thank you. We thank you that you have made a way. And whatever we fail to ask, we pray that you continue to be a blessing to each of us. We ask a special blessing on the administrative team, the academic team, and the technical team who are here to support our students through their journey. I pray, Lord, even for the other resources that are here. I pray that our students will be mindful that the necessary mechanisms and amenities are in place to help them navigate through this period of their lives. Whatever we fail, Lord, fail not to grant these and other mercies we ask. In no other name but Jesus' name, amen. So at this time, all right, so at this time, we should be hearing from our dean, but we are not yet able to make contact. So we will just get into our activities. For some reason, I feel that there's a stillness in the room, right? I want you to share with me. I want you to tell me, what are your expectations from the University of Technology as a new student? Let me see a show of hands of all our new students. Great, all right. And let me see a show of hands of all our existing students. Existing students. Current would have been student last semester. Not starting this semester. Right, good. All right, so I want you to share with me, what program are you attached to? Yes, you're our new student, correct? Yes. Artificial intelligence? Gaming? Oh my God. Okay. 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 So it's computer networking and security. All right, great. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's right. Who is a part of CNS? Okay. All right, so listen, guys, this new student is attached to our school, correct? So put your hands together for him, no man. Yes. All right. Let me hear from you. Okay, CIS, that's Computer Information System. Woo! CIS, okay. Basic computing. Come on, man, put it up for him. CIS. CNS. All right, great. So, any artificial intelligence? Any gaming? All right, that's fine. Thank you. All right, so at this time, we should have been hearing from our professor, but he's not yet here. So I want you to tell me. You will be here shortly. All right. So I want you to share with me how many faculties and colleges that exist at the University of Technology, Jamaica. Pardon? 8? All right. Can you share what they are? Yes. It's really science and sports, but continue. So it's College of Health Sciences. Yes. Somebody help him, no man? Build. All right. So building, business and management, and join colleges of medicine, oral health, and veterinary sciences. Put your hands together for him. All right. He made a bold effort and he tried. Thank you so much. And guess where the Faculty of Engineering lies? Is it the largest faculty? No, it's not the largest faculty, but it is the second largest faculty, all right? All right, so that's an interesting fact for you to know, that the Faculty of Engineering and Computing is the second largest. Now, is it one of our newest faculty? So where would it fall in terms of age? Is it the oldest or is it the in the middle? What you say? Yes, I see a hand. Oh, it's Faculty of Business and Management, College of Business and Management, COBAM. Is it the oldest? Yes, the Faculty of Engineering and Computing is our oldest faculty. All right. So now that you have a little fun fact, now that you have gotten a little bit more information about how many faculties we have, we certainly can't ignore those students who are a part of our university through the franchise agreement, yes? And we have these students coming through community colleges. Are you aware of that? Yes, and some of the community colleges that we have relations with are Knox, Montego Bay, and where? Brownstone. Yes, we started something new in Brownstone. And where else? No, we're no longer with Portmore. Where else? One more. Manig. All right, so at this time, I'm asking you to put your hands together as we make welcome our franchise coordinator, Miss Tanya Graham. Woo!
Good morning, everybody. Please excuse my voice. I'm recovering from a little something. But I'm so happy to see all of you here, bright and looking eager to go. I'm also bringing welcome from your acting head of school, Mr. Richard Barrett, who is unable to be with us right now because he has another meeting right now. All right, so I want to just give you a few pieces of advice. I don't know if the new persons are aware, but each of you have been assigned an academic advisor. Please find out who that person is, make contact, and be in contact with that person throughout your journey to your degree. Why? That person is somebody you want to ask for advice. Some of you may not need it because you got everything going, and that's fine. But others will need to get certain information, and you should make use of every facility, every opportunity that will assist you to not just get the degree, but come out glowing, come out feeling proud and finishing well. You also need to own your degree. And what do I mean by that? You're now in an environment where your parents are not going to be calling your lecturers. They're not going to be coming here to visit and say, is my child coming to classes? No. You're responsible for yourselves, for how you conduct yourself, for what you do, for attending your classes, for doing the assignments on time, for doing them well. It's not just doing the assignment and submitting it on time, but doing them well, ensuring that you participate in those group assignments and not just beg somebody to itch on your name. That's not going to work, right? But you have to own it. You have to stay on top of things. You have to ensure that come the end of the semester, your grades are entered. The grades are there. You don't want at the end when you are ready to walk up and collect your degree, you hear, oh, community service is missing, or some other module you did however long ago is missing. Keep tab of what happens. Know the modules that you should be doing, right? So be familiar with the module outline, with the courses. You'll get them. Know what is prerequisite to what, so you don't try to register for a module that is not being offered or you're not ready to do yet because you haven't done the prerequisite. That can hold up your degree. So you need to do the modules as they should be done, so that you don't hold yourself up when you are to do the upper level modules, right? So it's not all seriousness. Have some fun, make some new friends, network. Yes, you'll get opportunity to network. Some of the persons you're sitting beside are going to be persons that you can call and say, hey, is your company hiring? You know, hey, I have this issue. Bounce ideas off each other. also network. We are in an online environment now, but we hopefully won't be for too much longer. So it's going to be difficult for you to get to know each other, but make the effort, please, right? And in all of that, while you're studying and meeting the deadlines, oh, they're still not hearing? Okay, thank you. All right, is that better? All right. Right, so while you're doing all of that, while you're meeting all your deadlines and completing all your modules, have some fun. Have some fun. Ms. Henry mentioned the mental health. You still have to find that balance. You know, maintain your friendships. All your friends will not be at UTech. Maintain your friendships. Maintain the relationships you have outside of school, whether it's church, social, whatever it is that is your thing. You know, have some fun, strike the balance. It's not just about, life is not linear, right? So just find the balance and come out glowing at the end. And welcome to UTech again.
Thank you, Miss Graham. Another fun fact about the School of Computing. All right, so as you're aware, okay, so as you're aware, the School of Computing and Information Technology offers both graduate and undergraduate courses. All right? So are you able to say across both? All right, so I'm sorry. All right, so the School of Computing offers both graduate and undergraduate courses of study. As undergraduate students, are you able to see how many undergraduate course of studies offered in the School of Computing? Anyone wants to try? You sure? 6? No. Getting close, getting very hot. Very hot. Cold. Yes. Very cold. Extremely hot. Somebody said it a while ago. No, you are volcanic. Huh? Somebody said it a while ago. How much? 14. 14. All right? 14.
Yeshua?
14. We'll keep it like that. All right. So at this time, we're going to be having an interaction session with our school rep. Woo! She's so excited. So we invite her to come at this time, and she will be interacting with you. I do hope that you get yourself involved. You have been an amazing audience so far. Love it. So let us welcome Kishwana Roberts as she comes.
All right, good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Why? All right, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kishana Roberts, and I am the best, first of all, the School of Computing and Information Technology Students Representative. Yay! All right, thank you. Relax. All right, so here I have a presentation for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. So let's begin. All right, so good morning and a warm welcome to all, especially the new and transfer students of the School of Computing and Information Technology, the best school at UTech, right? That right? All right, so the skit committee hopes you are the skit committee hopes you are just excited. You're just as excited to be here as we are basically here to start off the semester with you. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a little taste of what semester 1 was like. All right, so let's continue. All right, so here are some stuff that along with my team members, we accomplished for the previous academic semester. So class-based expansion and modules to be offered in the summer semester. I assisted over 600 SCIT students with module selection and missing grades. I also worked to advocate on behalf of students who were not progressed or had any form of enrollment issues since the beginning of my tenure. I reached out to different lecturers that I have crossed paths with in order to assist struggling students in various modules, and thus managed to offer extra class assistance for 9 different modules free of the cost to SCIT students. All right, so I arranged meetings with the HR at my workplace to provide part-time and full-time jobs for students who had financial issues. For first and second year students, I found assistance for them by reaching out to senior students to help with group projects and assist with preparations and final exams. So we had the face-to-face exams, and someone in here tired of me because I called on your phones and I said, yo, the first year and them need help, the second years need help. So yeah. All right, so you remember from our first academic forum that we had in semester 1, I was able to distribute $10,000 worth of credit towards students who, didn't have Wi-Fi or anything of that sort, to basically assist them with joining classes. All right, so I ensured information on funding, scholarship, bursaries, internships was readily available with clear deadlines to students. Students had access to sufficient studying equipment by working with teachers to create revision groups. An academic forum was held where students engaged with the program directors, program leaders, faculty members to discuss the issues they are facing, and solutions were provided for each issue. I did a mentor-mentee program where senior students volunteered to basically mentor the little bull pups. So, and as of currently, we have 114 mentors and 442 SCIT students that signed up to be mentees. All right, so resurrected the SCIT spirit. If you know me, last semester, I was a cheerleader for SCIT, right? So the SCIT students are mainly known as, the nerds, they would just sit down and code and all of that, and nobody really expects, SCIT fair play football and all of these things. So guess what? We won the basketball competition. We won. All right, so I was able to provide free breakfast for 250 students with my Skip Breakfast Blessing program. And I also work, big up yourself. And I partnered with Laura Wilson, who is the president over by UE, to assist with her breakfast program as well. I was able to assist 15 students with food donations that I received from supervisors from Grace, and Food for the Poor and the Red Bull ambassadors. I was able to successfully carry out 13 events and initiatives, both face-to-face and online, since the beginning of my tenure in May. I partnered with other USUC council members to carry out successful joint events as well. All right, so, pretty people, all of these things. All right, so who are we? Who are the skit committee people then? The skit committee consists of students from first year to final year who volunteer, we don't get paid, you know, yeah, and dedicate their time to assist students who are facing academic issues throughout the year groups. Our aim is to serve and represent to the best of our ability in a timely manner. We will update the students of the skit population with important notices relating to academic issues, events, and scholarship bursaries given to them. We are not only a team, but a family, and we are here to serve you. Please read. Oh my gosh, guys, these videos are so nice. All right, so the chain of command. So we have program representatives. All right, so when you're dealing with the skit committee, the first set of persons that you're supposed to reach out to are your program representatives. So just like how we have a program director for each program offered on the skit, we have student program representatives. So we have gaming, CNS, CIS, computing, etc. So they should be your first point of contact with academic issues, and those escalated issues will be basically passed or moved up to the Director of Academic Affairs, who is Ms. Tiana Larmand, and to myself, who is a skit representative. So please reach out to your program representatives. They are in every single year group that we have and every single program specific group. So please to reach out to them. Don't sit down with the issues, and then when it's the deadline, you come and you voice your concerns and you cuss and you say with this and that. Like, talk up, guys. All right, so here are some general tips. My advice is to be patient with your progress. At times, it can feel like you're surrounded by prodigies and you're not cut out for it, but just know that you have what it takes. After all, you're a bulldog. Make connections outside of your year group. You'll find a lot of great people who are willing to mentor you, check in on you as you navigate your first year. That includes your lecturers as well. First year of university can be an overwhelming time for incoming students who are adjusting to a new routine, but as you progress, stay focused and get complacent. Get involved, do something other than academics as well, and join a club. We have so many clubs. We have skit-specific clubs, we have chess clubs, swimming, sports, all sorts of stuff. All right, so meet the proper people then. Yes, meet your committee members. So me, as a top tier individual, you have Kishana Roberts, the Kishana Roberts, your skit rep. Thank you for the votes, guys. Yeah. We have Amanda Edwards, who is our Director of Public Relations. Tiana Larman. Tiana! Tiana Larman, who is our Director of Academic Affairs. We have Miss Renee Beckford, who is our Director of Finance and Fundraising. So we have Akinlabi Hendricks, who is just like the Kanye West of the team, or Director of Student Services. If you know, you know. We have Jashera Coots, who is our secretary, top Coots. We have Lamar Hay, who is just an awesome assistant. We have Kaim Patterson, who is the assistant to the secretary. Miss Morayo. Is she in here? Yeah. Yes, so that is our community service coordinator, and we have Julian Devonish, who is our special projects coordinator. Damar Wright, special projects coordinator as well. Micah Brown, spiritual development coordinator. We have Neelan Thomas, health and safety coordinator. Elizabeth Sadler, our editor, the Big Bad Graphics. And we also have Jaim Burkett, who is also our editor. Jeremy Grant, is he in? Woo! Our first year experience coordinator and entertainment and cultural affairs. We have Jasmine Hills and Tevin Stanley, who are both our sports coordinators. They worked extremely hard with these students, had them training, and we're just a win competitions because we're skit. Javia Clark, who is a skit Western student representative. And a fun fact about Javia, she is currently a first year student. And she is dealing with our issues, and she's killing them. We have Romana James, who is the CIS, Computer Information Systems representative. We have Alexandria. We have Alexandria Morgan, who is a computer networking and security representative. We have Sasha Lee Smith, who is the Director of Planning and Logistics. We have Andre Clark, who is the animation representative. Rashane Green, Hi, Rashin, who is our Bachelor's in Gaming representative. We have Percival Roberts. No, he's not my brother, who is the Applied Artificial representative. And then we have our lovely mentors. This is not everybody. This is not even a tent, you know, just a toops. All right, so their role basically as a mentor, let me not read off the screen. So their role really is to just do what their title says, be a mentor. And by that, it's as if you are a big brother or a big sister to the younger bullpups, as I like to refer to them. So the younger students who just really are lost and need as much guidance and support and help as possible. So that is their role, and they've been doing an excellent job, all 114 of them. All right, so and then we have the subcommittee members, and their role really is, so you have, just like how we have a committee member, one committee member would have, let's say, any subcommittee members here? You guys have been doing a great job, thank you. All right, so their role basically is to assist. They're assigned to a committee member, and their role is to basically assist in any task or anything that they really, they have to do. They're just there to assist them. And we have 60 subcommittee members. All right, so some upcoming events we have an academic forum scheduled for January 19th. We have Skit Week, Strictly Skitly. Strictly Skitly. Strictly Skitly. So that is scheduled for February 12th to 18th. And then, we have Big Bad Syntax, February 17th. And we have other events that will be coming up on the Skit calendar. So some clubs specific to Skit are the Google Developers Student Club and SAPNA. So under the Google Developers Student Club, we have with the aid of modern techniques, the Google Developer Student Club specializes in web and app development. In addition, they host events relating to technology to prepare students for the workforce. And then we have SAPNA. SAPNA aims to enhance the technical skills of students through enterprise software application development and deployment. All right, so thank you. But before I end, I'd just like to say thank you to all the hardworking lecturers, program directors, staff members that have, listen, it's not easy dealing with students because one thing for sure, two things for certain, we don't read, right? We don't read, and that's something we need to work on. That is something we need to work on. As a rep, I am telling you, you guys need to read, you need to pay attention, you need to prioritize your academics, you need to, listen, I don't want to stay here for 7 years. I don't want to. So do what you need to do to ensure that you're out within the 4 years, pay attention in classes. Don't say, oh, because my class is recorded, I'm not going to go, I can watch it weekend, I can go party, what? No, yeah, we are big people, right? We are big people, behave like it. So thank you guys. Any questions?
Thank you so much. Such spirited presentation. So at this time, without any further ado, we are going to make welcome to speak with us our dean, none other than Professor Sean Thorpe. Receive him with a round of applause.
Thank you, Ms. Henry. A wonderful good morning to everyone, and a blessed 2023 to you all. How are you feeling this year? I thought you were going to say you're feeling good, but it's good to be alive. That's the first thing I should say. So it's good that we are entering the new year, and we should be very thankful that we are here and we can at least meet in this format. Over the last 2 years, the pandemic has been very stressing, yes, to many. And we have not been able to sustain this kind of interaction. Notice how close they are to each other, right? Somewhat the fear of the pandemic is going. So all protocols observed. Good morning to you all, right? Our special guest, Mr. Meeks, right? Thank you for coming, right? Our past staff and student alumni. Now, many of us, including myself, have a strong history to this school. I'm its former head, and I'm also a past student. Don't I look young? like I just finished the other day, right? How can I be so young and be a dean, right? Right? All right. All right. Anyway, but so something to think about and aspire to, right? If you are so inclined. But I want to sort of add on the sentiments of Kishana and her team, who, in terms of, inviting you and giving you that orientation of what the students do. I think it is extremely important that as you start the program here in this particular semester, and the school has grown over the years in that historically we only have the orientation in August, right? July, August, but we also now have orientation in January. And we are realizing and recognizing that, the needs of you as students or potential students and the public to higher education is extremely important. And as a university, it's big people something, as Kishana said. We are not limiting it to the fact that you have to start school, in one particular time of the year. Oh, you're not hearing me? Okay. Okay, those are online. A pleasant good morning to those who are also online. Let me have my manners in order. I didn't recognize that, so thank you for that reference. So I should continue with the point that while you are here at UTech, coming in the doors at this point is the start of a very important journey. 4 years for a full-time program, a maximum of up to 7 years. And the idea is that you're leaving here with the anticipation, the very strong anticipation that you are going to get those highly marketable jobs that are out there within the profession. I must tell you, one of the challenges I have as a dean sometimes is finding enough of you as students to put into jobs. It's a dilemma, or I should call it a happy dilemma problem. It's a happy dilemma problem. You understand what I mean by happy dilemma? So some of you, before you finish 4 years, the companies come in and they are seeking to hire you before the 4 years. And I have to insist of these companies that we need to allow you to also finish your studies as a part of that outcome. But the situation in the computing landscape today is very serious. There's a very high demand for computing graduates at scale. I don't even want to get into the statistics. You somewhat know why you are here. Many of our graduates not only work locally but abroad, because we speak, some of you are here and working in Canada and working in all kind of companies like Microsoft and Oracle and the likes. And some of you are even working, setting up your own companies. So I want you coming in to aspire and to think big very early. It should not be lost on you that, as a student, you should not see yourself in the profession from the time you get in. Take advantage of the internships that will present themselves. Take advantage of the engagements with the private and public sector that come here and want to meet with you, because they are also a part of the community that supports and serve you. And this university, and in particular the school, has a very good reputation in the public space for where you are going. I can safely say, without question or doubt, that most of the IT jobs in Jamaica are controlled by School of Computing and Information Technology graduates. All the managers who are hiring are persons who were here like you a few years ago. So when they engage us here in the school, you know who they want to hire first and not across the road? You know who they want to hire first? You. So I'm really encouraging you from the start of this opportunity that you are now engaging to see yourself as the next, IT director, programmer analyst, AI engineer, machine learning engineer, game developer, right, for what it is worth, in all the various disciplines you are coming into, cybersecurity engineers. You represent the future that we want to continue endorsing. And I'm not here to give you a long speech. I just really want to say that you should pay very careful attention to your opportunity It's hard work you're going to get into, right? I'm not going to say it's easy. And the days will come where you're going to say, why did I take this thing up? But the idea is that you have to stick it through, learn the difficult things, because the difficult things represent your opportunity. I'm sure if you get 5 job offers, 6 job offers, what you should be thinking about when you're leaving is which one you're going to choose. And that is who I see before me. I really wouldn't mind us having another 1,000 students coming in at the start of every year as an ambition based on the serious demand that has been put out there. The Prime Minister and the Minister of Education indicated that they want 6,000 of you in the private sector in short order. And as a dean, I am scratching my head and saying, probably I need to ask each of you from today to tell 5 more of your friends that a career in computing is the right thing to do. All right? So on that merit, I'm going to say, listen, I welcome you again to the university and to the school. And my office, just like your head of school, is an open door where you have questions, you have queries, or you need advice about your opportunities. Feel free to engage. And welcome again to this session of the academic year 2023. I wish you all a prosperous new year. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Thorpe. I think we need to change our position a little bit before we have our guest speaker comes to us. So I'm going to do a song. Would you like me to sing for you? So I'm going to try to do a little song, all right? To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to tame the unbearable sorrows, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms grow weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow the stars, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I only be true to that glorious quest, and my heart will lay peaceful and calm when I lay to my rest, my rest, and the world will be better for this, that one man strong and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to dream the impossible, this impossible dream. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So at this time, we will welcome Mrs. Wright Jarrett. Yes, me get it right after all this time. To introduce our guest speaker. Make her welcome.
Thank you very much, Miss Henry. Good morning, everyone. How are you feeling after that song? Wonderful, wonderful. Very much. Ryan Meeks has over 19 years of experience working in banking, academia, and cybersecurity. He is an effective communicator that has developed specialized skills in areas such as information security, strategic planning, process design, project management, research, software quality assurance, application support, and quality management. Mr. Meeks earned his BSc in Information Technology from the University of Technology, Jamaica, and completed his postgraduate studies in computer science at the Norfolk State University in Virginia, where he specialized in network defense and cryptography. Mr. Meeks presently works at Simtai Consulting Limited, which is a leading cybersecurity, digital transformation, and anti-money laundering firm serving the Caribbean and the wider world. Mr. Meeks leads the teams responsible for application security and DevSecOps. Mr. Meeks performs business analysis, quality assurance reviews, security training, and oversees the teams that are responsible for conducting daily penetration tests and risk assessments to ensure clients receive quality service. Prior to Simtai, Mr. Meeks served as a lecturer at the University of Technology, Jamaica, within the School of Computing and Information Technology, SCIT. Where he taught modules such as computer security, enterprise computing, and web programming. Mr. Meeks also facilitated the growth of the SCIT Cooperative Education Unit by serving as the coordinator for 3 years. During this period, he forged partnerships with over 30 companies and enrolled over 135 students. Mr. Meeks also served as software developer at Goldman Sachs in New Jersey and performed research for the U.S. Department of Defense before joining the University of Technology, Jamaica. Mr. Meeks has been a member of the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers, IEEE, and the Jamaica Computer Society, JCS. He is also passionate about technology, cybersecurity, and education, and has participated in several community outreach initiatives centered around computer literacy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest speaker for today, Mr. Ryan Meeks. Please welcome.
Thank you, Deidre. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Dean. I thank each and every one of you. Can you hear me properly? Everyone at the back? Sade, can you hear me? All right. I thank you for this opportunity. It's not until you have your biography ready, you start to, say, wow, this sounds good. I really sound pretty good on paper. And, this is really just to kind of give you an idea as to what you can also be, right? Once you leave, even before you leave this institution, right? You can have these great things behind your name. It just matters how you position yourself and the attitude that you have and that you take while you are here. All right? So, in preparation for this keynote speech, right, I said to myself, how will I approach this, this speech today? How will I approach this audience? And, really and truly, I just have to give my experience. As was said, I was a past student of the School of Computing, the best school in UTech, right? Naturally, all right? And I want to just kind of give you an idea as to the type of person, the type of student I was. I'm sorry, all right, I need to stay over here, all right, sorry. And hopefully it will motivate you. Hopefully you will get something from it, because I know, in these sessions, some persons, this will go over some person's head. Some persons will be focusing, some persons won't be. And it's fine, right? But the point is, hopefully it reaches some person's ears today, and that can motivate you, all right? So, ideally, I was that type of student that was very well-rounded. And as you can hear from all of the different, things that were being said, we have a lot of different clubs, societies. We have, so many different groups that you can be a part of. And I'm going to get into those. But you have to try to be a well-rounded individual. You can't always just stick to one thing and just think that that alone will be enough to get you through. All right? So let me just go through the items that I have, because I have them in some bit of an order, and I want to kind of touch on each of them in that particular order. So the first thing I'll say to you is ensure that you plan and prepare yourselves for everything that you do, whether it is your lessons, your tests, your exams, your projects, whatever it is, right? Make sure that you plan. If you don't have a plan, you don't know where you're going to start. You don't know what you're going to do. You don't know how you're going to approach it. All right? You have to have some type of plan in place. All right? So you're just going to work with anything. And whatever the outcome is, then you're just going to have to take it. All right? And give yourself enough time too. When you plan, you have to do it with enough time so that you don't have yourself rushing, and then you start to get frantic, and then you don't know what's going to be the next move. Challenge yourself. Don't just learn, or don't just work with what is being taught in the classroom. Challenge yourself. Go out and learn things. Learn things on your own, right? And these will most likely be things that you like. It will be things that you have a passion for. When you have a passion for something, there's nothing that can take that away from you. You'll stay up all night looking at it. You'll stay up all night watching it or learning it or whatever it is. Right? So challenge yourselves. Also, as I said, get involved in clubs and societies. You can learn so many things from these different clubs and societies and different activities that happen around UTech. Right? I was a part of Circle K, and as you know, that is like a step up of Key Club from high school days. Now those little things kind of help you, And I'm not saying that you have to go into Circle K, but I'm just using this as a typical example. It taught me how to be a leader before I was even a leader. We had to go up and make speeches sometime. We had to talk to groups. We had to talk to, different different types of groups too, our peers, and also persons that are in higher stands than we are, or that we were in, right? And of course, I used to panic, right? But guess what? You eventually get over it, and you start to build and to grow as a person, as an individual, right? You overcome these fears, and it prepared me for things like this. Even my first class at UTech, when I stood in front of 200 students, I thought I had this luck, right? When I came in and I saw 200 students, I started panic. Yeah? And it's not until you are sure you know what it is that you are talking about, and you're very confident about what it is that you are saying. That's when you start to gain that that ability. All right. So I implore you to get involved in those things, and to also interact with others. When you interact and when you socialize with others, your peers and persons who are in your area, your field, right? You get a better idea as to what life is all about. Right? You're able to connect on a social level, and it's not always just about work. You can actually have a conversation that is meaningful, and it's not always just about work or school. Right? Try to force yourself to do that. That's also something that I had to do. There was mention of me working at Goldman Sachs. It was a summer job, right? And I was very fortunate to get that summer job. And a part of what they do is that they have you socialize on almost like a weekly basis. Every Friday, the entire organization or the entire summer cohort went out. And now, let me get this straight. You see, when I say socialize, I don't mean go out and go get drunk and all these things, and you mash up yourself. Because this was also a test. They were also looking on how you can actually handle yourself in these situations when you're exposed to a little, liquor and all these things. So you had to also control yourself, right? You had to be in an environment that, it taught you how to just kind of be balanced and not overdo things, all right? Also, another thing I would say, something that I don't think I did really much as a student, but exercise, right? Getting some exercise. A healthy body, healthy mind, right, makes you very alert. I've only now been able to start exercising, right? But I will give you it as something to work towards. Right? Try to also get it into, and I don't mean you have to go gym and work out, or you have to work out with the track team and all these things. Right? You can just find your own little time to do a little something and just kind of get the blood going, even if it's just a little walking around the field. Also, meditate. Find a little quiet time. Sometimes there's so many different things going on around us. See, some persons on their phone, right? Yeah, I'm not pointing you out. I'm just kind of, you have to find time to just kind of relax, clear your mind, find some quiet time, meditate, whatever it is that kind of just gets you back, reset you. If it is that you pray, whatever it is, right? Just kind of get yourself back in a mode that will allow you to re-energize yourself for the next day, the next week, the things to come, right? It can be very stressful, right? I can attest to that. This will be a stressful time, but you have to know how to manage the stress. You mad you? So you have to know how to manage your stress, all right? Manage it and manage it well, because it's things that you can definitely overcome, all right? And as I said, don't overdo anything. When you do things, do it in moderation. If I was that type of person now who was always playing dominoes under the skit gazebo, we never have no gazebo them time, but let's just say there was a gazebo. There was a tree, all right? Yeah, the tree, right? So you guys are very fortunate to get a lot of these things, right? But if I was that type of person to just play dominoes all the time, I play dominoes, yes, but you have to now realize that, listen, if I play dominoes 365 days for the year while I'm at school, you're not going to get any work done. Exactly, right? So you have to find that balance. You have to strike that balance. And it is okay to say no. You can say, not today, all right? I need to do some stuff. I need to get some stuff handled. You don't have to be pressured into anything. So you have to just ensure that you manage your time and manage it wisely, because you are the one who right now is in control of right now. All right? God, in fact, is in control, but you are in control of what you can for right now. So before I leave, I want to just give you somewhat of a quote. I saw there was this presentation done some time ago, and there were some words that I remembered from it, and I just kind of took some of it and just put some of my words with it also. So I just want to say this. Many of us have goals we're trying to achieve. The person we are right now is not the person that we need to be when we cross the finish line to our dreams. So we must walk and pace ourselves on this journey towards our goals. Because as we pace ourselves, we grow. As we grow, we get stronger. We might get faster. And when we get to the finish line, at the exact time we are destined to cross it, we will look back on this day, this very day, and smile. The fear we once had, the uncertainty that blinded our vision would have all been gone. It's a journey, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about the finish line. Just take the first step. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Meeks. Okay. Oh, this is it. Seat here. See me here. So at this time, so while we await the presence of Mr. Harris, I just want to extend my profound thanks. All right? Okay, great. All right, so at this time, Mr. Harris will be expressing the thank you to Mr. Meeks. So we invite you, Mr. Meeks, to come to join us at the podium. Oh, this is nice.
Can we give it up better than that, please? All right. Mr. Meeks, on behalf of the entire student populace here, I want to say thank you for taking the time out to be with us today and for sharing with us the gems that you have learned throughout your lifetime and through being a student here. And I'm pretty sure, I'm talking for every student in the room, that we will use the time wisely and that we won't play dominoes under the gazebo. All right, so this is a token of our appreciation to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, so within the School of Computing, okay. At this time, we just want to extend, we want to acknowledge all our sponsors who were able to come on board with us and support us. Animar Beauty Organics. Put your hands together for them. Want to thank Red Bull. And and Token Box. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for collaborating with us. Certainly without your assistance, I'm sure that there would be additional challenges that we wouldn't have been able to navigate ourselves through. All right? So thank you so very much. So at this time, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have a giveaway. All right, so I'm sure we were all listening. We were glued into the presentation from Mr. Meeks. So I'm going to ask you, any one of you who can share with me at least 3 of the key points that you take away from Mr. Meeks' presentation. There you go. Stand if you raise your hand. Time. Yes. Put your hands together for him. Can you make your way down to the podium? Yes. Come on, man, big him up. Woo! So this giveaway is being sponsored by Animar Beauty Organics. Put your hands together again for them. That's Animar Beauty Organics. Thank you. All right, so at this time, we will welcome our acting Vice Dean, and he's here from the School of Engineering and Computing as well. Please help me welcome Dr. Earl Wilson, who will be sharing with us some nuggets about academic advisement. Please make him welcome.
Thank you very much. Good morning to everyone. I'm also engaged in the SOE, the School of Engineering activities, so they have to come and call me for this thing. I'm going to be, as I said, nuggets, very, very brief in terms of what academic advisement is and ensuring that you engage your academic advisor. Okay, I'm told that I need to put this further up. Right. So, as I said, I'm going to be brief in terms of my presentation and I speak to the benefits of having an academic advisor. Now, almost every lecture here is an advisor, and I am one, therefore I am one, and I can tell you that most of my advisees do not utilize the things that we have to offer. Usually it's when you fail an exam or something gone very bad. You see your advisor. I've seen advisee Regardless, oh, yes, okay. Need to be a statue, you see, and very hard for me to be statue doing it. Man. Good. Let me just finish this. Transfer of credit. And also, one of the big things to help you to design an academic plan. Have you thought about that, that you need to sit down and plan your life for the years you're spending here, what you want to do when you want to do? What we have found that some people leave something to the last. And when they come to that, they recognize that it's a misstep in terms of, I've known students who have left certain module for final year. But when they come to final year, there's too much of a problem in getting that done. Part of the problem that we have here also is the fact that sometimes some of our modules only run for one semester. So if you miss that module, you have to almost wait a year to come back in cycle. So speak to your advisors about something. I know that because of financial issues, sometimes you can't take the 6 or 7 module, so you just choose 4, but you need to be careful of what you're choosing. Good. Lastly, this is what I think you all know we do. Engage in campus activities. I am sorry about the 2 years of COVID that have kept people off campus. We need to get back to face-to-face. I have students now say, sir, yes, I'm passing them, say, you know me? Yeah, you're my tutor, you're my teacher. Because you don't come on, when you're online, no camera is on. When you ask a question, nobody answers. I have class of 58 students, and every week it's 3 voices I'm hearing. 3, no more. And that is enough. So say, any question, silent. Any question, boy, you start to talk to yourself, you know, because you're talking anything that's been recorded. I want to anybody on this thing. So we need to get back face to face and engage. I am saying as an undergrad person, you cannot talk about university life doing undergrad degree online. No. You need to get on campus and understand some of the things. Finally, in terms of what I was told, a friend of mine who is now a lecturer here, as a student, exam time, students on campus stay all night. And he was studying all night. He said, well, 4 o'clock in the morning, he was very hungry. But usually, at that time of year, exam time, the mangoes are ripe on campus. If you're on campus, anybody know about campus, you know, say the mangoes coming. And 4 o'clock in the morning, he went to look some mangoes and find out that there was around half dozen students ahead of him. You can't get that online, that reality. So please, make sure in this life, this time, contact your academic advisor. And they are there not to frighten you, but to be your friend. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wilson. I understand. Thank you. Put your hands together again for Dr. Wilson. Woo! Thank you. Now, I'm going to share one little secret with you. I have one next giveaway. Interested? Oh, so you don't want to be treated? You don't want a gift? All right, so I can take that one. All right, so I'll keep that one. So I want you to share with me, who can share with me at least 4 things that you would have learned from Dr. Wilson's presentation? Let me see a show of hand. Our new student? Yeah, I want a new student. A new student. Go ahead. All right, you can stand up. All right. Any new student? You have not taken away anything from Dr. Wilson's presentation about academic advisement? This is serious. Go ahead. Yes. Yes. So that's module selection, yes. And another one. Ah, thank you, Jesus. At the moment when me think say, it never did go work. So let us welcome him. Come and collect your prize. So we want to thank our sponsor, Token Box, to come on board to provide this token. Boy, me sound like one professional MC, though. Yeah, me are going with a bag of something. All right, thank you. So at this time, as we draw the curtain down on our orientation, I'll welcome my assistant, the consummate professional, the tremendous organizer. Come on now. Woo! And this team who were able to come together and put together this amazing program for you. None other than Mr. Courtney Harris.
I felt like I was on Sting. So I'm supposed to give the vote of thanks, and most importantly, I want to thank my team that worked with me to plan the orientation exercise, and of course, I'm going to ask them to come and join me at the front, because they are also the admin supports who work in the skit office. So I'm going to invite Twyla Allen, who is around the back, hiding, Mrs. Deidre Wright Jarrett, and Shade Yuan. And they're leaving. Okay. So, please, please, please give them a round of applause while they're coming. If anybody who sits on the skit committee or who is a current student, not a new student, can tell you, we try our best to look out for your interest. We try our best to offer the quality service that you deserve, because without you, there would be no us and no job for us to do. So we want to really give them a round of applause, and I want to tell you thank you for the awesome work that you do. I also want to thank my supervisor, who is your faculty administrator, who has placed the confidence in me to plan this thing, and who has offered her expert advice when it is that we needed it. So thank you so much, Ms. Henry. To our great guest speaker, the great Mr. Meeks, we want to tell you thanks again, sir, for joining us today, and for being here with us to share the gems that you did. And our dean is not here, but we definitely want to tell our thanks to our dean in his absence. Give him a round of applause regardless, who has made resources available for us to have this orientation today. In his absence also, we want to tell thanks to Mr. Richard Barrett, who is the acting head of school for SKIT. He's unavoidably absent, but trust me, when he heard SKIT orientation in January, he said, sign me up. My students need to have the best experience possible. And when it is that you have a head of school that is passionate, trust me, things will work out. So we want to tell Mr. Barrett, thank you. Thanks also to Ms. Graham, who is our franchise coordinator. Thank you for coming on board, and thank you for being a part of the committee, and also thank you for the work that you've been doing. We want to tell thanks to the program directors who are not here, who have served and will continue to serve you and ensure that your programs are efficient and that whatever we do is in the best interest of you. And also, last but not least, give yourselves a rousing round of applause. That's how you clap for yourself, guys. Without you, again, without you, there'd be no job for us to do. So we thank you so much for choosing the best university and by extension, the best school. The best school. The best school. All right. So with that said, we thank you so much for joining us today for the orientation exercise. We have refreshments for you. So you can go through the door and to your right, the refreshments will be at the back. All right? So you are dismissed. You can go ahead and get your refreshments.